HUM4N transforms the economics of online businesses by delivering significant competitive advantage to the online and mobile gambling industry. HUM4N technology makes computers reason, write, and talk like a human being. We model human expertise, allowing our artificial intelligence technology to turn structured data into natural language. The following video presents a working prototype of our online poker coach commenting the players' decisions in real time. Turn the volume up and get ready for the next step in evolution. This video is a screen capture of the HUM4N poker coach prototype in action. It has been edited to show interesting hands, but other than that, all the text you are about to see and hear has been generated dynamically and in real time by HUM4N's artificial intelligence. The actual HUM4N prototype is available online at www.humn4n.com. That's HUM4N with a 4.com.
Hello, my name is Tom and I will be your poker coach today. I am going to advise you on your pre-flop game. Good luck.
Phil Locke is going to be dealing. Chris Ferguson posts the small blind and Gus Hansen the big one. Jerry Yang bets with his ace-jack suited.
This first situation shows the player making the right decision, which is to bet, but he bets too high. The coach details the reasons why he should have been more cautious.
Good read. But looking at your cards and your opponent's actions, you should have bet lower. In fact, some elements initially also made me think that you could have bet rather high. You could bet high to get your opponents to fold because all players before you have either limped or folded, and because you're talking early in this round and many players are going to be talking after you. Your M ratio is rather high, so you may want to bet to protect your hand. Nevertheless, 3 times the big blind would have been enough. Your ace-jack of clubs were key in the decision to bet here. Good gamblers understand that the only thing that matters is expected value. Luck means you win sometimes and lose sometimes. Over the long run, the luck will even out. The only thing that matters in the long run is the expected value of the bets you make.
This second hand seems very similar to the first one, with the player landing an ace-jack again, but as you will see, the coach analysis is completely different.
Phil Locke is going to be dealing this hand. Chris Ferguson posts the small blind and Gus Hansen the big one. Jerry Yang is calling with his ace-jack offsuit.
To demonstrate that HUM4N is not about ready-made sentences, but artificial intelligence, we have asked the program to generate the same comment twice. As you will see, using synonyms, different verbs and adjectives, the coach will say the exact same thing in a different manner. You can verify that by listening to the coach and reading the text on the right simultaneously.
Bad decision. Your cards were not good enough to play this hand. In this particular situation you should have played tighter and folded. You are playing at a mixed table with both aggressive and tight players, so you may want to use both loose or tight style. Players have an average stack of chips, so enter pots carefully. The pot odds are not that good. You may enter the pot carefully and holding a good hand. In fact, some elements initially also made me think that you could have played. Your M ratio is rather high, so you can loosen up your game. The player before you has limped, so you may enter the pot. You're in cut-off position, which means that if the player seating on your left folds, you'll end up with position at the flop, so you should enter the pot. However, it is the beginning of the tournament, considered to enter few hands. Many active players are still in this hand, which makes it risky to enter the pot. Most players are talking after you, giving them an edge, so play with care getting in the pot with a solid hand. Even more, ace-jack offsuit is definitely bad enough to lead you to fold here. In terms of marginal hands, you want to play suited connectors and small pairs when it is a multi-way pot, and less so when it is about 3 people seeing the flop.
This final example shows a simple bad decision situation. It also shows that the many variables that come into play in a specific hand of poker have a direct impact on the coach's analysis.
Chris Ferguson is going to be dealing. Gus Hansen posts the small blind of 5 chips and Barry Greenstein the big blind for 10. Jerry Yang calls with ace-4 suited.
Bad call. You shall have taken all facts into consideration and fold. Let's see why. The pot odds are quite bad. It means you shall only consider entering the pot when holding good cards, which is definitely not the case here. You should fold. You should know that most bad players lose money continually making small mistakes. They call when they do not have pot odds, or they continue to call when they are clearly beat. Every time you call when you shouldn't, you are making a small mistake.
You have seen a brief example of the human technology capabilities. But there is so much more to human, as it can generate content in real time on casino and cards games, but also sports betting forecasts on soccer, basketball, horse racing and any other sport. It can generate TV-like commentaries, horses or race drivers' profiles, reports on players, clubs and even entire leagues, all in a matter of milliseconds. It can also transform text in real time according to many context variables such as gender, experience level, age, nationality, geographical origin, etc. Want to know more? Contact HUM4N by email at info@humn.com.